Have you experienced a strenuous day where all you want to do is just unwind and relax? If you say yes, I got you covered. I've comprised the top 10 cozy games to play on your Steam Deck, which will provide warmth as well as tremendous comfort. So without further ado, let's check it out. Number 10, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is an iconic farm simulator. In this game, you get to create a character where he or she inherits the land and a house in a small village called Pelican Town, which is located in, you know it, Stardew Valley. What's cool about this game is that you get to engage in your imagination of what life ought to be as if you are working in the farmland, whether it is going fishing, whether it is cooking, whether it is crafting, or exploring procedurally generated caves to fight off various enemies, which are also adorable by the way, and also collect those various resources to tame your farm and to live your life for the better. What I also love about Stardew Valley is you get to engage and make various friends with different NPCs in town, kind of like how if you lived on a farmland, everybody kind of just becomes friends with everybody and everybody just friendly and whatnot. It just brings about that kind of vibe, this kind of farm life simulation. As well as what I also love about Stardew Valley is that you also will be able to plant different crops, which is also realistic as well, because as you consume the different foods, it will grant various buffs which help you to be more energized and tackle on certain activities throughout the day. So that is something that's also really cool as well and very realistic as well. It really paints the life as if you are living in a small village in the countryside. Now, I'm aware that some people don't think Stardew Valley is a cozy game due to the timer and seasons changing and all that, but at the same time, Stardew Valley is a game in which you can play at your own pace. The seasons will rotate back and you'll be able to play those different quests that have time limits. So yeah, if you really love farm simulation games where your imagination is just endless, where you create the story of the game and where you imagine to be somebody who is living in a farm-like village, definitely check out Stardew Valley on the Steam Deck. Number 9, Slime Rancher 2. Slime Rancher 2 continues the adventures of Beatrix, where you get to journey to Rainbow Island, which is an island full of mysteries with such a cool name, by the way. But anyways, Slime Rancher 2, what I really love about it is that you get to raise and feed those really cute organisms with various sizes and characteristics known as the slimes. And what's cool about feeding the different slimes is that by feeding the correct food for the specific slimes, it will help the slimes produce these things called plorts, which can be sold as currency to help upgrade the ranch. So yeah, if you really love these type of life simulation games where there are cute characters as well as a beautiful world that's lovely and jolly and fun to relax and explore, definitely check out Slime Rancher 2 on the Steam Deck. Number 8, Night in the Woods. In this game, you get to play as May, who is a college dropout and who is a black cat, and where when she goes home, she basically lives the similar lifestyle as if it was somebody in real life who just dropped out of college and just doesn't have any kind of responsibilities and whatnot. But anyways, you play as May and assist her as she hangs out with friends, stay up late at night, and do all these different unproductive kind of things to try to figure out life. What I love about this game is that for the vast majority of it, it is all about just going around town, talking with friends that are just really cute as well. And even though there are various plot twists in the game later on, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but even though there are these different plot twists and where there is some kind of danger that happens throughout the game, it is more so like as if you were reading a children's book to say goodnight to your kid. So yeah, it is a very cozy themed game about transition and finding the necessities, the meaning in life. So yeah, if this sounds really good to you, definitely check out Night in the Woods on the Steam Deck. Now, number 7 is Alba, a wildlife adventure. In this game, you get to play as a girl named Alba Singh who visits her parents in the summer on an fictional island in Spain, where it is just teeming with nature. Now, unfortunately, the town mayor just announced that they are gonna be replacing the natural preserve with a grand hotel because the island is also an attraction site for people to stay for vacation in the summer. It really makes sense. However, because you as Alba and your friend, you both love nature and you do not want to see nature extinct from the island, so you and your friend, it becomes your job to go around the island to take various pictures of wildlife, just documenting them, as well as just helping with various cleanups and engaging in animal rescue missions. Basically doing all it takes to raise awareness of the importance to preserve wildlife and have all the people in the island to sign a petition to say that you want to keep the wildlife in sync on the island. So yeah, this game, I will say, it's very colorful, as well as what I really love is that it's just really relaxing going around and finding species in order to take pictures and document them. It's just a really relaxing and cozy experience, and it makes me want to explore and whatnot, especially when I'm just trying to wind down for the evening. So yeah, if this is something that really interests you, if you love a beautiful, cozy game where you get to explore, do a lot of stuff, take some pictures of wildlife and whatnot, definitely check out Alba, a wildlife adventure on the Steam Deck. Number 6, Button City. In this game, you get to play as a fox who, along with their friends, are on a mission to stop their villain from closing the local arcade and building a big box mart. What's cool about it is that you get to engage in various cute animals, as well as you get to complete various quests around town that are just jolly and fun and whatnot, and also where you get to make new friends, as well as in the meantime explore this colorful floaty island type of world. There is just so much to do in Button City. It's just really fun and whatnot. So yeah, if you love cozy games where there are a whole bunch of puzzles, as well as there are these characters that are just jolly and sweet and whatnot, and there is also the theme of friendship, definitely check out Button City on the Steam Deck. Now up next is Toem. Toem is a hand-drawn black and white cozy adventure game where you get to go on this jolly adventure up the mountain, and where you go up the mountain via the bus, and where the bus will stop in various towns where you got to go out and help out with whatever NPCs they want you to help out with, because you gotta earn those different stamps in order to pay for your bus ride to continue on with the journey to the next city and town and eventually up to the mountain. What I really love about Toem is that when you are tackling those different quests, the quests primarily involve you using the in-game camera, where you gotta really pay attention to what the NPCs want and just really sink your eyes in to find exactly the specific object or scenery or whatever the NPCs want you to document, and document them correctly and clearly. As well as what I really love about it is that there are also certain puzzles that you got to do in that game before documenting certain types of sceneries. Like for example, sometimes you might need certain NPCs out of the way in order to take certain pictures. So yeah, it also gives your brain the brain work to really think and strategize on what needs to be done in order to accomplish certain tasks. But at the same time, it is not at all very overwhelming, and I also find it really fun. As well as what I really love is that certain quests, they also bring about certain laughters. There are those silly characters that do silly things that just get me laughing and just makes my day after a long day of strenuous labor. So yeah, if you really love black and white adventure type of games where it is just cozy and where the characters are just cute and fun to talk to and really fun to go about and take on a certain quest to take different pictures and document them, if you love these type of games where it's just relaxing and chill, definitely check out Toem on the Steam Deck. Now up next is the Little Gator game. In this game, you get to play as, you know it, a little alligator, and where you get to assist him as he goes about and make new friends in these various islands. What I really love about the Little Gator game is you get to explore this beautiful cartoon-like world where there are various islands where you get to swim, you get to glide, you get to run, as well as you also get to complete those different side quests and make new friends and make new connections. As well as what I really love about the Little Gator game is that you can go about also doing what you want to do, such as slicing cardboard-like objects that resemble, real-life wildlife nature. As well as when you slice them, you will gain this type of currency where you get to upgrade your gear, as well as you get to also put on some cosmetic gear that makes you more interesting and whatnot. And by the way, there will be a DLC named In the Dark, which is gonna be released later on. There's no specific date yet about when it's gonna be released. It is still TBA, but just to give you a heads up, if you are somebody who is really interested in Little Gator game and you want a bit more of it, you don't have enough of the Little Gator game. But anyways, if you really love these type of jolly open world games where you get to embark on this place where you get to explore this really colorful world where there are also cute characters to engage with and also very interesting side quests and whatnot, definitely check out the Little Gator game on the Steam Deck. Now up next is Gris. In this game, you get to play as a young girl dealing with depression, which is illustrated by everything in the game. Whether it is her dress, whether it is just the doom and gloom landscape, they all bring about this analogy of depression and sadness. Obviously, hence the name Gris. In case you don't know, Gris is Spanish for gray. But anyways, what I love about Gris is that you get to platform around and meet those different cute NPCs, as well as even though there are enemies that you got to avoid, they are not the ones in which you have to do a whole bunch of technical skills in order to defeat them. No, you just avoid them, and if you do not manage to avoid them, you have to start over at the last checkpoint. There is no graphical bloodshed and whatnot. And what I really love about Gris is that as you go about and progress and solve those different puzzles to bring hope and healing for the girl, as well as breakthrough, as you do that as an analogy to assist the girl in receiving healing and cure, what happens is that it will bring the atmosphere to life. Where the atmosphere used to be just gray and doom and gloom, it will become vibrant in colors, which will further illustrate that there is hope and the girl receives hope and healing. So it is a game in which it is not just cozy, but I will say is that it also just brings about this emotional kind of feeling, this emotional sense of healing, and where it can speak to each and every one of you in many different ways. So yeah, if you really love these type of cozy platformer games in which the visuals are in sync with illustration about life, and where you love these type of games where you just bring about hope to the character and whatnot, definitely check out Gris on the Steam Deck. Now number 2, Hoa. Hoa is a beautiful puzzle platformer where you get to play as Hoa, who is a little fairy, and guide her back to her hometown where it all began. What I really love about Hoa is that there is a beautiful soundtrack that brings about the mood and vibe of the game, as well as there are also cute characters where you get to meet on the way back to your hometown to where it all began, as well as there are also those different puzzles that you get to solve where some of them may be a bit annoying, but they are also at the same time not impossible as long as you put your heart and mind to want to solve those different puzzles. What I love about Hoa as well, it just brings about this jolly feel, relaxing vibe, as if I'm in nature just going on this hiking adventure, and where it is just animated. It just kind of feels as if somebody just filmed my adventure into the wild and then just made an animated version of me, and as well as an animated version of the nature and the surroundings and whatnot. It is just a game that is just really chill, really relaxing, as well as it just brings about this vibe of just coziness with all these kind of things blended in and the music to top it off as well. So yeah, if you really love these type of hand-painted drawn art, as well as you love these type of games where there is just these jolly characters, definitely check out Hoa on the Steam Deck. Alright guys, the moment of truth. My number one cozy game to play on the Steam Deck, and that is none other than A Short Hike. In this game, you play as Claire, who is a young bird who visits her aunt named May, who is a ranger at Hawk Peak Providential Park. As far as the park goes, there is no cellular service except at the very tip-top peak of the mountain. Now, as far as you as Claire, you have a important call that you're expecting, so you must do all it takes to venture up to the peak in order to receive the call. Now, as far as the game goes, it all involves you going all the way up to the peak. That is the main plot of the story. But as far as going on the adventure, you will meet those different NPCs where you can embark on those different quests that will help you along the way. There are those different quests that you gotta do in which you can earn feathers, which by the way is also very crucial because those different feathers, they help you with your endurance. They help you become stronger and be able to fly higher to achieve those different heights that you need to progress in the game or access different areas that you cannot access before. As well as what I really love about A Short Hike is that there are also treasures that you can find along the way in which you have to solve mysteries by solving riddles. That is also something that I find really interesting because riddles nowadays, that's not something that most people really do much nowadays. So I'm happy that they brought that into the game. So yeah, if you really love colorful, cozy games in which you get to engage with cute NPCs, as well as you love games in which you get to explore and also find those different hidden treasures and go about those different hidden areas and whatnot, definitely check out A Short Hike on the Steam Deck. But yeah guys, these are my top 10 cozy games to play on the Steam Deck. Let me know in the comment section below, are there any cozy games that you recommend me to check out on my Steam Deck? Would love to hear it in the comment section below. And as always, if you love gaming news, gaming reviews, gaming lists, and everything related to the Steam Deck, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe so you'll not miss another video. I plan to post Mondays and Fridays around 6 p.m. Pacific time, so definitely stay tuned. And once again, my name is Joe Wayne from Nomadic Gaming Guild, and game on!